Welcome to another throwback episode of the Oputa panel sittings, one of the most important chapters in Nigeria's democratic journey. Today we revisit a particular charged session. On this day, Ohaneze Igbo, the foremost socio-political organization of the Igbo people, brought their petition before the commission. In the witness box, none other than retired Army General IBM Haruna, a respected voice in the Arewa consultative forum, and a man whose career has been intertwined with Nigeria's most turbulent moments. What followed was not your everyday hearing. This was history on full display, raw, unfiltered, and deeply emotional. The Nigerian Civil War, the January 15th, 1966 coup plot, and decades of national wounds were put on the table. Questions were sharp, answers were equally strong, and for many watching at the time, it was the first time these issues were being debated so openly before a national audience. Now I'll be honest with you, this is not a short episode. It's lengthy, it's intense, and it pulls no punches. So my advice, grab yourself a drink, maybe some popcorn, and settle in. Because what you're about to watch is a classic, a masterclass in Nigeria's political history, and an engaging look at the issues that still shape our nation today. If you're new to the channel, you're welcome. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more videos like this, and we'll see you in the next video.
For the Ohaneze petitioners.
With respect to the Honorable Chairman and members of the Commission, my name is Yahya Mahmoud. I appear for Arewa Consultative Forum. Appearing with me are Professor Awalia Dudu, Balana Allah, Inwa Abdul Qadir, and Mohammed Abdul Hamid.
With utmost respect to my Lord and the Honorable Commissioners, I appear for the Honorable Commission. I am Mrs. Chinwe Owandu. Appearing with me is Mr. Emmanuel Akaka.
May it please my Lord, J.K. Gazama respectfully appears for Alhaji Shehu Usman Aliu Shagari, Alhaji Maitama Sule, and Alhaji Inuawada. I have with me Adamu Ajuji Waziri Esquire, R.O. Yusuf Esquire, and N. Wathana Famis.
With the profoundest respect, my Lord, my name is M.B. Wali. With me is Buba Aliyu Esquire and Musa Abdu Esquire. I appear for His Excellency General Yakubu Gawan and Alhaji M.D. Yusuf.
Somebody just whispered to my ears, what? That in view of a recent ruling, can anybody here now appear for an absent witness? If the ruling is to be taken seriously, don't appear for anybody who is not here, who has not been made a party. But this is a slightly different thing. It's a slightly different thing. It's not somebody
summoned by the court,
summoned and doesn't appear. So it's slightly
That's
different.
why I dared come, my Lord.
All right.
May it please my Lord and members of the Commission. The persons my learned friend is appearing for, Inu Awada, Shagari, and Sule Yusuf, we need them for cross-examination. And General Gowan, these people cannot come here and take advantage of cross-examination without making themselves available.
Were they mentioned in the petition?
Yes, ma'am.
Were they mentioned in the petition?
We never mentioned these names.
Huh?
We never mentioned
They were
their
not
names.
mentioned in the petition?
No.
There was no summons to any of them? And
But
what are you appearing for then if they were not mentioned in the petition at all? You see, we're expanding this thing so much that it becomes unmanageable. If somebody is not mentioned at all in the petition, what are you appearing to?
My Lord, I was thinking we will complete announcing appearances so that we make it neater.
Complete appearances.
Yes, sir.
Are you appearing for?
My Lord, my name is Sebastian Horn, Esquire. I'm appearing with Nankin Bagudu, Esquire, for the Joint Action Committee on the Middle Belt.
In other words, you are filing your own petition. You filed your own petition. You
My
have
Lord,
filed-
apart from the fact that we were mentioned in the Ohaneze
I
petition,
know, but
we
you
have
filed
also
your own
filed our own petition.
So you are
Which-
doubly entitled to appear.
Yes, my
Now,
Lord.
let me see. Did they file a paper before us? Those you are appearing for. If they filed a paper before, then you can appear for them. Did they? They didn't file a paper. They were not mentioned. I don't know what the appearance is for.
May it please me, Lord. Arwen Godwin Esquire respectfully appears for the River State government, my Lord.
You appear for the River State.
Yes, my Lord.
I see.
As a government. My Lord, just for the record, and I would like to be corrected, I suppose I heard one of my learned friends appearing, announce that he appeared with a profound disrespect.
Oh.
And we members of the bar
For
this
who?
way. I suppose
Speak
in one
up.
of the,
They
yes.
are being recorded.
Yes, my Lord.
Appearing for whom?
One of my learned friends who announced his appearance earlier this morning in this same course did say he appeared with profound disrespect. I say, I'm happy that has been corrected now. Yes.
Whether it's respect or disrespect is rather here, not there. Yes.
With due respect, the chairman,
Order, please.
may I humbly announce my appearance for the Ikure ethnic nationality, the Obako Ikure Convention. My Lord, we are mentioned in the petition of the Ohaneze, particularly in page 33, where they talked of refugees in Ikure land, and the commission has proposed to visit that place.
Whom are you appearing for? where?
I'm appearing for Ikure ethnic nationality under the umbrella of Obako Ikure Convention.
You are appearing for Ikure nationality.
Yes, sir. Just precisely, Obako Ikure Convention.
Oh, take it coolly.
I'm sorry, sir.
Are you submitting any papers
Yes, my Lord. My Lord, I have
by
already
the Ikure nationality?
yes, my Lord.
All
I've
right.
already submitted.
You have submitted already?
Yes, my Lord.
You have.
And I've served the parties too.
Take it coolly. You want to be ad idem so that before we start. Any paper from Ikure nationality?
My Lord, I have a paper filed by Ikure
Ikure
ethnic
nationality.
nationality.
It's all right, the more the merrier.
Lord-
Let them submit their paper.
My Lord, they cannot now file a claim against anybody in these proceedings. I'm referring to page, the last page of the petition. The petition, page 6.
Page what?
Page 6.
Uh-huh.
They are,
Conclusion.
they are claiming of the Ikure nationality petition. They are
Yes.
claiming 500 billion naira from Undibo for the loss of 5,000 plus lives and 2,000 houses destroyed, and a total of 150 million from the Aros for occupying and ravaging farmlands surrounding Igruta church premises. My Lord, the time for making claims for reparations in this commission has expired.
Let's have everything in. At the end, you address me whether we can entertain this or that.
But
If I
it's
were you,
going
won't
to-
worry.
My Lord, we are not going back to the position which what happened earlier on. We started admitting Arewa. And very soon, perhaps another group will come and say
After
that
they said they are coming. I don't know whether they have come.
might come.
Have they come?
My lord, we never.
Hold it. Registrar, have they come? I saw in the newspaper they want to come. I don't know why they haven't come. So don't worry. The more the merrier. We want to reconcile the whole of Nigeria. Claiming is one thing. Awarding is another thing. Let's go on, please.
My name is N.J.A. Ikeka. I'm sure when the learned SN reads the petition, the paper.
What is it you are talking about again?
No, my lord,
you said you filed a paper.
A response, yes, my lord.
We have seen it.
Yes, my lord.
What is your problem?
No, my lord, I'm properly admitted.
Sit down, then let's go on.
Yes, sir. I'm grateful, sir.
My lord, for record purposes, the River State government.
What is your own problem too?
My lord, our problem is that of
you don't want Ikwere to file.
No. We welcome. In fact, the larger the merrier. My lord, we are saying that for record purposes.
Can't we proceed?
That is the basis on which we are proceeding. We have filed a response to the petition. The document is already before the commission, at least to clarify the records, so that posterity will know that we have cleared the issues raised against the Rivers people and his government. We have filed a response. So that is before the commission, my lord. Having done that, we have no problem.
Take all, they will be tendered one by one.
As my lord,
they are not yet tendered. When they are tendered, then we will acquire. Hold on. We will now change the procedure. Every group that filed a petition, we will have the petition tendered and marked. All right. We have got the Ohaneze petition in exhibits. We have Arewa in exhibit. We haven't got any other. So stand up and tender your own through the bar. Then we accept them one by one.
My lord, I hereby tender our petition across the bar. The copies are already with the
Government of Rivers State petition.
Yes, my lord.
What exhibit will this be? It doesn't matter. Respond to the petition too.
Exhibit 69, my lord.
69.
We are grateful, my lord.
Mark it exhibit 69. What about equal nationality?
Yes, with due respect, my lord, the petition is already before you, the response and petition. I seek to tender them. I've served the parties.
What about 26 written? Who wrote 26? You? Who wrote 26 there?
I'm not sure, my lord. I didn't write 26.
Was it tendered in any other proceeding?
No, my lord.
Well, look at it. Exhibit 26.
No, somebody must have written that in error.
1648. Yes?
My lord, I seek to tender the response to petition of the Obako Ikure Convention to the petition of the Ohaneze and Igbo. That is not my own.
Yes. Is it 26?
My lord, they are not the same.
They're not the same.
That's not my own, my lord.
This was tendered at Enugu. What is he tendering now? Which one are you tendering now?
My lord, I've given the secretary my response.
I see.
It's headed Obako Ikure Convention.
Well, where did you get this? Retrieve this then. Put this back in the record. So, Obako Ikure Convention is exhibit 70.
As commission pleases.
Well, bring it, we'll substitute. This is our personal copy. Go and bring them. My lord,
Reverse government. So we have all the petitions in
No, my lord.
and responses.
No, my lord. We have not tendered our...
Your own is not in?
Yes, my lord.
All right, tender your own then.
Lord,
You were here before all of them. You should have tendered
I was
your own
trying
first.
to tell them that as far as this
All right,
commission
don't
is
worry, it doesn't
concerned, we are before them. My lord, we wish to tender the petition of the Joint Action Committee on the Middle Belt.
Of who?
The Joint Action Committee on the Middle
All right,
Belt.
let us see what it looks like. That should be exhibit 71.
They are bringing the commission's copy, but this is our copy. Take it to them. The clerk has gone in to bring our own copies.
Now the next stage is by section 4 of the Act, we can control our proceedings. And we have only 4 more days to close public hearing. Many of the points raised in the petition and in the reply are quite ample for us to make a recommendation one way or the other. These long winding and long-winded cross-examinations have not added 1 inch either to the petition or to the response. So we are saying let's give each party, say, 3 hours to present its case. At the end of it, if we're able to finish today or tomorrow, all the parties will be heard first. What is the position? Have we finished the cross-examination? Are we still on cross-examination? You see? How long will that take? And what new facts have emerged out of cross-examination?
We are not on cross-examination. The witness will complete his evidence this morning.
You finished your cross-examination?
We have finished cross-examining Ohaneze witnesses. We have started our own.
You have started your own?
Yes. He will just
hold
complete
it.
his evidence.
You finished Ohaneze cross-examination?
Yes, my lord.
Good. You started your own
Evidence.
witnesses?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I take it about 3-4 hours to finish presenting your case? Is it possible? 3-4 hours?
It will depend on the cross-examination.
Well,
we are ready to comply with the request by the commission to be as brief and relevant as possible.
That's the word, relevant.
Yes, and the issue is the cross-examination.
All right. Where is the witness who was in the box before we?
General Esquire.
I see. Now, I regard you as the general when you are there. When you are there as a lawyer. So you are double rule. Have you finished with him?
No, I will finish with him now.
All right.
So Arewa has 3 hours from now.
If you finish in 10 minutes, better.
As the commission, please.
As soon as you can make it. If you make it as snappy and short as possible, we've got your, he can add more to this. Can he?
No, there are
Your case is here.
Yes, there are some few things.
All right.
Again, my lord, we have a small problem.
Go on.
Sorry, my lord. We requested the commission to summon some witnesses.
We're not summoning anybody. We can't. We have 2 days only.
That is why I want to say some of the things through him. Thank you, my
Can
lord.
get the evidence through him. All right.
Have you reaffirmed him? Okay. General, please tell the honorable
Remind
commission.
him he's still on his oath.
They have done that, my lord. Please tell this honorable commission how many wives you have and from which part of the country they are.
My lord, this is an unnecessary diversion. I'm sure the commission is not interested in knowing the number of wives and where they come from. That is his private affair. It has nothing to do with Ohaneze or the commission. But, my lord, may I remind your lordships that before we rose the last time, my learned friend said he has only 5 minutes. He wanted 5 minutes to conclude his case. And now he's talking about number of wives and ethnic nationality of the wives.
Can we end these things before we rise?
Yes, he's the one distracted.
What has happened? You talked about relevant.
Yes, my lord. If he had waited
How many wives have you got?
My lord.
Helping you now. How many wives?
3 on the record, sir.
3
Where
wives.
are they from?
On record, though.
Yes.
You didn't say wife. Those on record.
Yes, finish the answer. From which part of the country are they?
My lord, I am...
Go on. If you had 20 wives from Igbo land, it's all right. 20 from Yoruba land is all right. 20 from Hausa land is all right. All Nigerians.
Thank you, my lord. My wife is from Owerri.
Thank you
and
very
we have been married since 1962.
Thank you
and
very
we
much.
have remained married ever since, and we live together.
This is the relevance, my lord. Now, you are also aware, sir, that Colonel Pam was killed by an Igbo officer, and his son is now married to an Igbo.
Yes.
Yes. You also know, sir, that in the current political dispensation, 3 local government councillors across northern states are Igbos.
Yes.
In Kano, Sokoto, and Kaduna, all to show reconciliation, isn't
Yes.
it? Yes. Okay. Now, it is also a fact that wherever there are disturbances in the north, these disturbances are usually spontaneous.
Yes.
And once they happen, hoodlums and unemployed take over these
Yes.
disturbances. Okay. Now, the killings and disturbances of either Igbos or anybody are not deliberate policies of the northerners or northern government.
They are not.
Yes. Now, it is also a fact that whether it is the civil war or any disturbance, Arewa found that those who perpetrate or sponsor the disturbances usually do not suffer at all with members of the family.
Unfortunately, that has been the role of our elites in our society.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now, it is the view of Arewa, which we represent, that it is unfortunate that the Indibo will bring this petition 30 years after the Civil War.
It is indeed unfortunate.
Yes. Now, it is also the view of the Arewa in our report or submission that the Commission should advise Indibo leadership to stop sacrificing Igbos in the name of politics.
Not only Igbos, all other ethnic groups in this country should stop exploiting the general public and commoners into exciting them to riots or destruction.
In the name of politics.
In the name of politics,
Yes.
indeed.
Sir, as a general who fought during the disturbances, I don't want to call it civil war, it's an internal crisis. You are aware that at the end of the war, the federal government handed over thousands of troops to the secessionists.
Yes, the federal government released those who were detained or who were captured as in course of the civil war. And those who were members of the Nigerian Army before the beginning of the civil war were interviewed and interrogated for the purposes of reintegration. Some of them could not be reintegrated because of their seniority in the Nigerian Army and perhaps the degree of their involvement. So the government has a policy for retrenching them from the service.
You are also aware that from the federal troops, that is those captured by the rebels, they handed over only 4 persons, out of which the 2 we know are from the western part of the country. You are aware of that?
I am aware of it as a report, but as a fact, I don't know, because the general report was that there was no organized handover of any existing prisoners of war or exchange of them.
Okay. You are also aware that the federal government was informed then that the federal troops captured were all killed. You heard of that report?
I heard of the report, yes.
And that General Gawan said that report should be kept confidential so that there will not be any problems.
Well, the state has its secrets, it's entitled to it.
Okay. Now, you are also aware that unlike conventional happenings elsewhere, during the war, whenever any village or town is captured, the federal government appoints administrator within.
During the Nigerian Civil War, yes.
It has never happened anywhere else. To your
Well,
knowledge.
I am not aware. The American Civil War was a different characteristics. Ours is different.
Okay.
I know Dr. Kwabi Asika was appointed to administer the East Central State at one time. And Dad Spiff was appointed as administrator of Rivers State. Eswene was equally appointed in the, I think, Cross River State or so, but
Yes.
sorry, Southeastern State as
Yes.
then was, yes.
Yes. As one of those who prepared the ACP response, it is the ACP's view, that the allegations of pogrom, marginalization, domination, and genocide are only meant to justify the secession instead of those who organize it to apologize to their own people.
Well, my own view is that these big words, highfalutin grammar, is being used to deceive the commoners in this country.
Thank you very much.
And they are not relevant, really.
Thank you very much. Now, ACP also believes, ACF also believe that the problems of this country...
Is that a question and address? What
No.
you believe and what you don't believe?
The problem, my lord, is he prepares our response, and I wanted it in evidence on
That
oath.
as a witness.
Yes, my lord.
It's all right. If it's here, we will read it. Progress.
Now, the Ohaneze, in their petition, prayed this honorable commission to ask the government to continue with the federal character. And you know as a fact that there is no federal character commission at the moment. Will you recommend to the commission to ensure that it is immediately set up so that it can solve this problem of marginalization?
Well, it is left for this commission to make the recommendations which they deserve.
Okay.
But we believe that the federal character as a cultural manifestation is changing. And therefore, I would personally say that equal opportunities should be made available in a competitive atmosphere where all Nigerians have the opportunity to make progress for their self-realization.
Now, as a general who fought in the war to keep Nigeria one, and who believe that Nigeria has already reconciled, what will be your view, personal view, on the petition by Ohaneze?
Well, my personal view is that it is regressive because Nigeria is in search of responding to the total atmosphere of the international community of the world in which we find ourselves. We are looking for a Nigeria that will assert itself within the ECOWAS sub-region, within the African continent, as well as a true representative of the depository of the black race as the most populous black nation in which all black people all over the world look upon for leadership.
What is your view about the monetary claims by Ohaneze of 8.6 trillion naira?
Well, my view is that it's the same. It is unfortunate in that it is not in the mainstream of what I will call the political objectives that will meet the desired goals for either the Igbos or for the rest of Nigeria. And it is in conflict with the fact that we have endeavored to reconcile. Even if we are not reconciled, we have endeavored to do so. And the government, at least that of Gawan, did put policies in place which perhaps have not worked perfectly. But I believe it did not necessarily lay the foundation or grounds for the colossal claim, which I believe cannot even be paid for by the federal government.
Now, from the nature of the petition filed by Ohaneze, is there anything for this commission to reconcile?
Yes.
Tell the commission.
The commission, by its terms of reference, is seeking the truth from the perspective of desirable federal government in which every Nigerian will find peace, accommodation, and contentment. The commission could find the weaknesses and our strengths and find the truth of what it has discovered from the propositions that have been put before it. But I think that the truth is to reconcile not only ourselves as a people, but ourselves and the geographical territories in which we choose to make our living, and also seek the truth that will reconcile us with the fundamental objective principles that are laid down in our Constitution, because this over time has been distilled as the essential values that we stand for. And I hope that when they discover the truth, they will also make recommendations which will allow government to remove the inherent hypocrisies that are prevailing in our political or economic systems, and cultural systems as well.
Hello, that's all for this witness.
Thank you very much. I don't know whether we are appearing for. We are appearing for.
Yes, I mentioned that I'm appearing for Shagari and two others. My Lord, Alhaji Shehu Shagari was a minister in this country in 1963, and that took him up to when he became the president of this country. And there are allegations against maladministration.
Is there any allegation against him?
My Lord?
Any allegation against him?
My Lord, the generality of what we're here for.
Yeah, you are sort of preempting us. We would like to invite all of them,
yes, my Lord,
who had hold it,
yes,
to come here and give us suggestions about the way forward. We're not looking backwards. We're looking forward.
Yes, my Lord. We'll support that, my Lord, and we'll encourage them to be here. We have nothing to lose if they're here. None of them was subpoenaed, and we'll encourage them to be here.
What are you asking him about
questions.
Shagari? What did they say about Shagari that he didn't do or
I
he
have
did?
some documents here to tender. I want to ask him a few questions.
We'll stay here till next year. Go on.
My Lord, what I intend to do is to abridge as much as possible and take less than 30 minutes to do that. Naturally, if there is an ample time, I would have taken about 2 hours to do that. But I'll just take less than 30 minutes to put across a few questions to him. Yes, my Lord. General. Now, at what age, please, did you leave the Nigerian Army?
I left the Nigerian Army.
You said you are tendering documents.
I have documents.
Better tender them. We will look at the documents.
Well, it's okay. My Lord, I will tender them.
Tender the documents. We look at them.
I will tender them, my Lord. Let me go straight to the documents. General, were you fortunate to have seen, read an interview involving General T.Y. Danjuma retired?
Yes.
In the Newswatch publication of November 2, 1992?
Yes, I have
read
read them when they were released.
Please
yes.
have a look at this. Particularly pages 18 and 19. If you read it, please have a look at it.
Yes,
please highlight
XB 72. Mark it.
As the commission pleases.
Yes, the photocopy.
Yes, ma'am.
You
Please,
wish that I read it?
Yes, just highlight those portions marked.
Oh, I should read the portions marked?
Yes, just take a minute or two and just read it out.
Newswatch, where were you in January 1966 during the Nziogu coup? This was a question put to Danjuma.
Yes, we've said so.
Danjuma replied as follows. I was a staff officer in Army headquarters in Lagos in administration branch. My immediate boss, Colonel Pam, was killed in that coup. My former battalion commander was killed in that coup. My brigade commander was killed in that coup, and so many other Army officers who were my seniors. We had expected the so-called dissident elements, as General Ironsi's announcement called them, to be tried. Then you boys in the newspapers then started saying the people who did it were national heroes. They should be forgiven, and so on and so forth. And the government was foolish enough to get carried away by it. It was an unpopular coup within the army, because we said if you have to overthrow government, that's when you will need all hands on deck to run the country properly.
Yes.
Why do you have to wipe out half of the senior officers? These questions were not answered. Instead, we were subjected to all sorts of harassment.
Yes, General, you can stop there because time is now on our
you.
side. The commission will have time to read that. General, are you also aware of...
Is this an exhibit?
Yes, it is an exhibit.
Thank you.
Are you also aware of the book written by Alhaji Shehu Shagari, Beckon to Serve?
Yes.
You've seen it before?
Yes, I have.
You've read it?
Yes.
Please have a look at this book.
Thank
Malo,
you.
we apply to tender this. And please refer to, particularly, Malo, I'll just cite the pages for attention of the commission. That book need not be read out.
What's the name of the document?
Malo?
What's the name?
Beckon to Serve is the title of the book written by Alhaji Shehu Shagari.
That's it.
Beckon to Serve. Malo, I refer the commission particularly to pages. They need not be read out to save time. Pages 126.
Exhibit 73 at page 126.
To 128. 126 to 128. Please have a look at it and just highlight a few.
Page
126, 128. Just highlight a few sentences there, since you said you read it.
Well, I have read it.
Yes.
And what Shagari had said there,
Yes, in essence.
Is consistent with what we have said in our response. And he has said what the Drum editor had published in the Drum. And also, he recounts the music and lyrics which were found very provocative of the people in the north. The photograph of Sadana with the big boots of Nziogu over his head.
Yes.
The music repeating the machine gun fire. And the saying, which was being repeated most by certain Igbo people in Hausa.
Yes.
Nziogu shine maganunku.
Yes, it's contained there.
Yes, well,
okay.
that he is not only your tormentor, he is your liberator, your curer, and so on.
And terror.
It is fine.
It's okay, thank you.
Your terror is found derogatory.
Thank you for that. Now, General, may I also ask you if you have seen, because I remember this was made reference to in the papers you signed and tendered as exhibit before this Honorable Commission. The book called Nzegu. Yes, the book called Nzegu, written by Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces.
Yes.
Currently. You've read it, you've seen it. Please have a look at this. My Lord, we apply to also tender this. And particularly pages, my Lord, just open at pages 85.
What's the name of the book?
Nzegu by Chief. Nzegu is the name of Nzogu. Thank you for that correction, my Ubuk friend. Pages 85, 88, and 90. These are the relevant pages, my Lord.
85.
89 and 90.
Yes.
Just highlight a sentence or two there.
74.
As the copy, please. 85, 89, and 90.
85?
Yes.
Well, 85, dealt the
They've
two
been marked.
paragraphs there.
Yeah, they've been marked.
Yes, but save as I read them, if
Yes.
I can just recall, it is to do with Olusegun Obasanjo taking over the engineers just before the engineer squadron,
Yes.
in which Bembolie was.
Yes.
And the text there spoke about the completion of rehearsals that had taken place.
Yes, General, let's make it snappy. You will recall that there is an assertion or a belief in some quarters, particularly among the Igbos. In fact, Bembule was here. He made mention of it, that the 15th January coup, 1966, was a preemptive coup against a planned jihad scheduled to take place on the 17th of January, 1966. Now, I believe this book also goes along to show that it wasn't a preemptive coup, it was a planned event.
Yes, well, two things come from here.
Yes.
First of all, Bembole's evidence did show that there were rehearsals in Kachia on how to storm Sardana's residence.
I see.
There was admission here that rehearsals had been completed. So these would establish a chain of plans which are not related to a reaction to a sudden discovery of jihad.
Okay.
And the other part of the book dealt with, which is also in the summary, in respect of Ifeajuna's previous experiences and his postulation for positivism in the political scene in Nigeria.
Thank you, General. General, do you share the view that Nnamdi Azikiwe was also aware of that coup?
Yes.
You share that view?
I do share the view, and is supported by the Emezolike's book.
Yes, I remember that book has been tendered as an exhibit, but unfortunately, my lord, the particular page wasn't referred to. I just want to refer to it to assist the commission in making reference to that book. It's already an exhibit, Exhibit 66. Please have a look at Exhibit 66 and just read out a portion there, just a sentence or two. I'll quote, yes, that is particularly page. Yes, I'm coming, just a minute.
My Lord, I'm sorry to interrupt the proceedings.
Let's make progress. Please, please, let's make progress. Let him tender anything he wants to tender.
My Lord, we want to assist the...
What is your problem?
We want
He
to
hasn't
assist the
mentioned
commission.
you.
No, my Lord, this Honorable Commission has given a ruling. This commission on the 16th, on the 6th of August when we were here, ruled that counsel cross-examining must adduce evidence or elicit evidence that relate only to issues affecting his own client. What we are saying is that...
I've overruled that a long time ago. If you listen to our ruling...
As my Lord pleases.
That we are free to ask questions that count within our terms of reference. We said that.
Thank you, my lord, for the protection.
The only thing that I may add is that anybody writing a book expresses his own views,
which is
not binding on any other person.
Which is
it's
perfectly
stated
correct.
in Let the Truth Be Told.
Yes,
he said so.
Yes,
what I'm saying now is my own views.
Yes, my lord.
And
I remember...
it doesn't represent the views, and it's in evidence here.
Yes, my lord.
Okay.
To
So go
fortify
on.
what your lordship said, I remember we asked Bembule, he said his book was his personal opinion. He said so. General, please have a look at page 33.
The book is not here.
Page 33, please give him. The name of the author is Mbazulike Anechi.
Yes.
Yeah, please read it out. It's just very short. Read it out. It's very important, please.
What? The whole page?
No, the page. There is a. We've marked it. Page 33.
It's not marked.
The second paragraph or thereabout.
The last paragraph on page 33?
Yes.
I read and I quote, "As the situation worsened every day, some concerned patriotic officers of the Nigerian Army approached me, expressed their indignation and utter disappointment with the situation in the country, and requested me as former Zikist and personal confidant confidant of President Azikiwe, to approach him and request that he do something to save the country. I was a member of the Parliament and Minister of State. I had not been happy with Zik for his backpedaling in reappointing Balewa as Prime Minister after the 1964 farce of an election. But I went to him to relate the views of the army officers and told him that I shared their view that as, in quotes, father of the nation, he should now take some positive steps to save the country. He asked me to get back to the officers and find out from them what precisely they would want him to do, since he had no powers of his own under the Constitution. I went back to them and they proposed that they would seize power and hand over to him to rule by decree for about 6 months, during which he would organize and hold a free and fair election and then swear in the winner as Prime Minister. President Azikiwe appeared enthused by this proposal, but raised two issues, namely, one, his personal safety before, during, and after the action; two, some smokescreen action that would appear to be immediate justification for the takeover.
Now, this portion of the text you've read, you will agree with me, goes a long way to prove the fact that Zik was aware.
Yes.
Thank you. Please, you remember the Guardian publication, most recent on the Nigerian Civil War, or the civil disturbances, containing some parts of the paper presented by General Yakubu Gawan on
yes.
published on the 1st of October 2001.
Yes.
You've seen it?
Yes.
Please have a look at this paper.
What's the name of the paper?
It's a Guardian publication. We just brought out the relevant pages.
The Guardian of Monday, October 1st, 2001.
Please, you need not read it, just skip it. You need not read it, just skip it. The commission will read it. It's so lengthy, so that I can have more time to. Now, witness.
Let's see. What's the name of the?
Now, witness, what will you say is the summary of what is there, the effect of that paper?
Well, what Gawan was recounting was the state...
75.
As a
the
commission,
witness
please.
cannot interpret a document for us.
Thank you, my lord.
We can read and interpret ourselves.
As your lordship obliged.
Yes. Witness, I have with me Exhibit 1, which is the petition, the initial petition filed by Ohaneze. I am so disturbed by a statement contained therein, particularly at page 18, and I just want to read it out and find out your views about it. General, it is contained therein at paragraph 3.8 that the creation of 12 states structured by Colonel Gawan on May 27, 1967 was an act of expediency aimed primarily at completing their siege of Indibo and frustrating their survival and struggle for self-determination. It dismembered the Igbos as they were split into fragments and put into different non-Igbo states. Thus, there were Indibo of Port Harcourt, Ahoda, Ikwere Eche divisions placed into River State, Indibo of Asaba, Abo, and Ika placed in the Midwest. Some other Indibo from Azumini and Opobo put in Cross River State. The rest of Indibo were isolated and landlocked into East Central State. This act was calculated to paralyze the Indibo and incite our neighbors against us. Do you agree with this? And what is your view about it?
Well, I don't agree with that statement.
Tell us why, please.
Insofar as it is their response to the interpretations of events that had taken place, which was strengthened by the propaganda that was pursued in the then Eastern region. And of course, it was reinforced by the intransigence of Ojukwu to participate in reconciling efforts that were being undertaken by Gawan's administration. These efforts were recounted in the response which we have filed. And as a last resort, which was the position we maintained, Gawan could not make further progress in sustaining the unity of the Nigerian nation without creating the 12-state structure. Before that, there had been proposals for different formulations of the Nigerian Federation. For example, Zik did advocate for an 8 regional structure. Awolowo, for example, did advocate for ethnic state structure of about 11 ethnic states, with some of them which are mixed states. In any event, my view is that in the Federation, every constituent unit is a geographical entity. As to the existing culture within it, it may be dominated by a particular ethnic group. But as a nation, there is a free movement of people from other ethnic groups, and
witness,
over time.
Witness, hold it.
Yes,
this is a very, very important piece of evidence. I would like a write-up from all of you on this, the structure that will preserve Nigeria, the structure that will allow us to go forward. Everybody is claiming marginalization. Look at Jos. This question of indigents and strangers and all this rubbish. When we were one Nigeria. And then in 1960, we had a song, though tribes and tongues may differ, in brotherhood we stand, Nigerians all. Are we still maintaining that? That is what I want to know. So write up, concise write up on the way forward, having regard to that sentiment, that philosophy we had in 1960. Are we still observing it? Every group in Nigeria says they are marginalized. Not only the Igbos, every group. Why? Find the answer, please.
Thank you. My Lord, it's well noted, and I believe we as council will have it subsumed in our addresses.
It doesn't matter whether it comes from him. Give us a write-up.
We'll do that, my Lord. Yes, witness, are you true?
Well, I'm glad that his lordship
it's okay. Let me
has seized the matter, because I was just going to conclude that the basic problem is not with our people. It is with the politicians and the elites. The way they have interpreted our position in the world and the role we are to play. They are looking for ethnic kingdoms which never existed for them to be lords. They are trying to create isolationism among certain territories for one cause or the other. So I personally believe, my view is that the thesis, the ideas about sustaining Nigeria, not only in isolation of tribes, but within the context of this universal role in which we have found ourselves.
Thank you.
And the roles we have to play.
Thank you, witness. Please have a look at this. Yes.
In that write-up too,
yes, my Lord,
I'd like us to consider whether creating more states has been the answer to the problem of Nigerian unity, or has created more problems. Look at America. Have they ever created new states in America? I don't think they have. But every 3 years we create more states from our original group. Are we dividing ourselves? Are we coming closer together? I don't know. So include that in the write-up. His evidence may be all right, but do a research, all of you, and then get us that properly addressed.
Thank you, my Lord. In fact, that reminds me that there is even a view expressed in certain quarters that we should go back to a lesser number of states. Probably that will even, but this is not the... Yes, my Lord, we'll do that.
You can't get it in a cross-examination.
I agree. Witness, please have a look at this publication by the news magazine. I believe you must have come across it. If you did, please tell us, my Lord. We apply to tender it. And I draw the attention of the commission to particularly page...
Exhibit 76?
Yes, my Lord. Page 12. Page 12, my Lord, particularly page 12. It's also about Zik and the involvement in that coup. Please, you need not read it out. It's a duplication. Just
thank you.
Witness, may I refer you to these other two documents? Please have a look at them. One is the readings on federal. Zik, news publication, news watcher, news
I hope
magazine
I
publication.
saw it. What is it?
Special edition, The News, Zik, 1904 to 1996.
And that one, can you tell us the title?
Readings on Federalism.
Published by who?
It's published by the Nigerian Institute of International Affairs.
Please.
Edited by Dr. A.B. Akinyemi, Dr. P.D. Cole, and Dr. Walter Ofonagoro.
Well, we apply to tender it also as exhibit. Witness, please quickly refer to pages 145 and 146. And please just, in a sentence or two, highlight, just highlight it.
145.
And 146.
Yes. Highlight.
Yeah, just read it out. Read those portions I marked.
January 15, 1966 may be regarded as a watershed in Nigeria's political history. It was on that day that the military intervened in Nigerian politics. This intervention marked the closure of a chapter in Nigeria's political history, the chapter on civilian rule. At the same time, it opened a new chapter in Nigerian politics, a chapter in which the military were to be the star political actors or managers. Footnote 1 reads, Nigeria's military intervened.
Thank you for that. Please have a look at this one as well. This one is titled The International Politics of the Nigerian Civil War, 1967 to 1970, by a white author, white man, John J. Strimlau. Please have a look at it, particularly, my lord, page 34. We apply to tender it, my lord. Page 34, please.
Yes. May I read?
Yes.
I read and I quote, second paragraph.
SB 78.
As the commission pleases.
Immediate public reaction to the coup was relief and optimism. These feelings soared, however, during the following months. The first shock came when Ironsi broke an agreed moratorium on promotions within the army and announced the promotion of 21 officers, 18 of whom were Igbo. A second point of contention was the failure to bring to trial those responsible for the deaths of senior northern officers and the Sardauna of Sokoto, while at the same time keeping the popular Yoruba nationalist, Chief Obafemi Awolowo, in prison. Finally, open hostility to the Ironsi regime erupted with the killing of hundreds of innocent Igbo civilians in the north, following Ironsi's May 24, 1966 decree number 39, which stipulated that Nigeria, and I quote, shall cease to be a federation and shall accordingly, as from that day, be a republic, dash, dash, dash.
Thank you. You can stop there, General. Thank you for that flashpoint. Now, have a look at this. I remember you made reference to this in the document tendered by Arewa. Please, I would like to tender it because it's so that, yeah, that is the book.
What's the name of the book?
Yes, the autobiography of
Awo.
Yes, the book is captioned Awo, and essentially it's on the autobiography of Chief Obafemi Awolowo. My lord, I apply to tender it also as an exhibit. Please refer particularly to...
SB 79, what pages?
Yes, my lord, particularly page 173. It need not be read out because he read it out earlier. Page 173. Please, witness, you need not read that one out. Page 173 should be noted. The last two documents I want to tender, have a look at this one as well. It's titled, it's a pamphlet titled, The Nigerian Situation, Facts and Background, printed by Gaskia Corporation Zaria. I believe you have seen this also, and you have read it.
I have.
Yes, please The relevant page is, let me have that one.
The Nigerian
I hope
situation.
you can summarize all this for us in your address.
We'll do that, we'll do that.
Let's just throwing the thing to us.
We just want them
Uh-huh.
in. We just want them in, my lord. Because without them in, your lordship may not have the opportunity to see them, and the issue will come up whether or not they are properly before
What
the
I'm
commission.
asking is, if you tender, have you got spare copies you use during your address?
We'll make efforts.
You have?
Yes, we have that. Pages 10 to 11. It's just a small portion.
Yes.
Please, can you read it out? 10 to 11. It's marked down there, last part of page 10.
Yes. It states as follows, and I quote, during the evacuation, a train driven by an expatriate carrying about 2,000 northerners from Port Harcourt was stopped at Imo River by Igbo soldiers. Suddenly, Igbos armed with deadly weapons rushed out from the bush and attacked the passengers. Every adult male northerner on the train was killed and the body thrown into the river, while children and young women were captured and taken into slavery. The few survivors were eventually admitted into Otrukpo and Makodi hospitals.
Thank you.
There is a lady who was part of this incident.
Yes,
and
I'm aware.
I hope
I'm aware of that. I witnessed the last book I want to tender to you. It's titled Embattled Men, also written by an Igbo author, Mr. Mokugo Okoye. Please have a look at it, and particularly page 14. My lord, have a look at this and I apply to tender it. Please read out only the second paragraph. Please read it out loud and clear.
81 is with 81.
Now the commission, please. That book deals with what is referred to as, by the author, the Igbo philosophy in that book. Please read it out.
Page 14.
And you have also quoted it in Exhibit 63, which is the addendum you filed to your petition.
Page 14.
Page 14, yes. The second paragraph.
I read and quote as follows.
Yes.
There is a common view of the Igbos as wild, stubborn, outspoken, and enterprising go-getters and power-mongers. While not rejecting this view in its entirety, one ought to remember that the symbol of quintessential wisdom in traditional Igbo folklore is not the lion or the leopard, but the tortoise, who through guile, wit, and quick adaptability to situations is able to turn weakness into strength and defeat into victory. Contrasting with the lion and the leopard, to engage in a tug of war, the wily tortoise contrives to tie his two antagonists with a strong, long rope, and they tug at each other until they bring about their mutual destruction, which gave the tortoise not only victory, but also abundant meat for a while.
Thank you. Witness, finally for you, just two questions only. Do you agree with the view that the Igbos are being marginalized by the North or by the federal government, as expressed in some of the papers filed before this Honorable Commission?
I do not agree that they are marginalized by the North. Everyone is marginalized within certain context, and the marginality is the oppression of the system, the political or the economic system that has failed us because of the managers and our incapacity to admit that we do not put proper management for our situation in this country.
Yes, that takes me to remember a recent point-blank interview involving one Ajala Chukwu. I believe you were also fortunate or opportune to watch it over the screen on the NTA.
Yes.
You remember that vividly?
Yes, I do.
I remember the same interview was also published in one of the dailies in on the 1st of October
Yes, I do.
this year.
Yes.
Now, what was the essence of that interview? I mean, the effect of that?
Well, Chief Ajolochukwu has maintained that Ifeajuna had told him about the impending coup and that he wanted money, and he had asked Ifeajuna to, he wanted money, that he should go to Apara to raise whatever monies he wanted in order to stage a coup. Ifeajuna saw Apara but did not report back to Ajolochukwu. Ajolochukwu's point was that he wanted to avert the possibility of this coup by bringing it to the knowledge of Sardauna, and all his efforts were to no avail. It went to the extent that he published with the view that he will be arrested in furtherance of bringing to full knowledge the fact that there was some military group that wanted to stage a coup. He was never given the opportunity to do so because Akwara stopped him from going to Kaduna for a meeting that was designed purposely to expose the coup plan to Sardauna.
Okay. Witness, before I assume my seat, I remember you made mention the other day of the fact that apart from the Premier of Northern Nigeria, Sir Ahmadu Bello, the Prime Minister, Sir Abokat Tafawa Balewa, who were unlawfully killed, there were so many other senior officers of Northern origin, including people like Brigadier Zakaria Maimalari, Colonel Kur Mohammed, Lieutenant Colonel Largema, Lieutenant Colonel Pam. Please, do you know the motive behind these killings of these senior military officers, apart from these two civilians?
Well, as to motive, we deduct it from the facts that had emerged, because it appeared that there were rings of conspiracy between different people in different rings, not knowing the total objective of each ring's goal. My view, which is supported by what we submitted, is that the military boys, particularly those who were of the combatant regular service, saw it as an opportunity to rid of their seniors of comparable type of commission so that they can become either more relevant or could be more influential or withstand the position of being promoted and to retain the benefits of having been either the core planners of the coup or the executors of the coup. That is the perception from the point of view, perhaps, of the military participants. But the political participants have a different view, and their political view is what we deduce, or what I can say I deduce from the sets of fact, that it was an opportunity if Nigeria was united, having disposed of the federal concept, to enthrone perhaps what was seen as the more educated, more enlightened people to run the government.
Okay.
But unfortunately, such people have happened to be Igbos because of the opportunities and the way Nigerian colonial system was run. So that different people saw different views. And as we said in that submission, that looking back—
It's contained in the submission.
It is contained.
It's okay.
I just want to
make the point,
confirm that looking back on the trend of politics,
yes,
the positivism that was built up from the convention, the African convention that took place, that was led by Dubois, by the African students who came to be leaders, saw that overthrow of the expatriates to bring about independence was not to be forestalled by backward traditional rulers or backward people who did not see or have fought academically to promote this newfound independence. Therefore, this was in conflict by the operations of democracy, where democracy is a consensus arrived by the majority. And if the majority are illiterate, ill-educated, ill-opportuned, then their hopes and aspirations at a given time may not be in convergence with that of the intellectual elite class. So there became a conflict, and the management of that conflict has resulted in what we have experienced.
The bitter experience.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I'm through with this witness, madam.
Who wants to take up?
My Lord, I would not have anything to ask, but for just 2 or 3 questions in the term and in the line you are advising us. Sir, it's important that whatever we put before this commission, in putting the facts, we must ensure there is no exaggeration and we put things in their proportion. Sir, do you know of Nazi concentration camps? Have you read military history?
I heard of it.
There is Auschwitz.
Yes, I heard of it.
There is Spandau.
Yes.
And a number of others.
Yes.
Would you say the atrocities committed during the Civil War under the tutelage of General Yakubu Gowon renders the Nazi treatment of the Jews a child's play?
In the first place, I do not admit that there were atrocities. In human conflicts, different degrees of impact of such conflict will manifest themselves. We were in a different kind of civil contest for political power or economic position. And I did not think, in my own view, that there was any deliberate attempt to treat any Nigerian citizen the way Hitler treated the Jews.
So it is absolutely false for Ohaneze to say that the Igbos were treated in a manner that exceeded what the Germans did with the Jews.
To that extent, it is false.
You are, of course, not surprised, sir, that General Gowon suppressed the Nazi treatment by the doctors. We are only doing this for stating the facts, not raising the dust. General Gowon sat on the Nazi treatment of would have been prisoners of war, as a result of which the Supreme Military Council simply dismissed the 4 doctors who carried out the unmentionable atrocities, reducing the prisoners of war to the 4. You would not be surprised knowing the head of state and his character and his humanity.
Well, the head of state being head of state, at any given time, even if he's a soldier, is the father of the nation. There are certain truths that are not palatable or healthy and are being taken care of. As a matter of fact, during the July 1966, when Gowon saw that the vehemence that the ordinary soldier who was not responsive to discipline or control by his seniors, that they were carrying out the elimination of Igbo officers. He personally advised some of these officers and aided their going back for safety. I remember he had people like Evenso and others to leave. So Gowon has never been a party. to whatever will encourage, promote, or cause any bitterness. So if he did, I will say I concede him to his right of judgment of the situation, because he was commander-in-chief, and I cannot, in that circumstances, actually question his judgment. He has the overall picture. And as a subordinate during those times, I only have part of the picture.
Sir, do you recall the symbol of national unity, the torch of unity, about 30 years ago?
Sorry, the
torch of unity.
The torch of unity?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
That was a symbol of national unity in which Nigerians ran on their feet throughout the 12 states to try to bind the nation.
Yes.
Do you know that General Yakubu Gowon went to a unity school called Government College Zaria for Northern Region?
Yes.
And do you, of course, you know that, sir, the unity schools in Nigeria were set up under General Yakubu Gowon, the federal secondary schools.
Yes.
The NYSC scheme was started in 1974 under General Yakubu Gowon's stewardship.
Yes.
That would be statesmanly, sir, won't it? That would be statesmanly.
Indeed, yes.
Go on, I'm interested in that. We are interested in that. Has it failed? National Youth Service Corps, the philosophy was excellent. What happened?
We will address it, my lord.
Will you have a write-up on it? Because
Indeed,
the
my
best
lord.
thing Nigeria ever had, but we abandoned it.
I would respectfully defer, my lord.
Is it still on?
It's on.
The philosophy.
Or the abandonment of the
The
action.
idea that you stay in a place,
retuning it.
Walk in that place, maybe marry in that place, so that you integrate Nigeria. We abandoned it. Son of the soil.
It will be in my address, my lord. General.
Yes.
You have heard of Lieutenant Lamorde, whom...
See his contribution on this National Youth Service.
I'm sorry, my lord.
Please.
Yes.
It's very important to us.
Yes, my lord.
That National Youth Service Corps, the philosophy behind it, why it failed.
If it failed.
My lord, my assessment about the philosophy of the Youth Service Corps
As soon as you finish, they ask you to go with a broom, they sweep you out of the place.
is that there has been partial success. Like the Nigerian ship, the experiment of evolving a strong black African Nigeria for Africa and the black people. It will succeed depending on the goodwill and understanding of the people. We complain about the Constitution in as much as we complain about the failure of the Youth Service Corps. But what I know is down below at the level, operative level of the ordinary Nigerians, the youth corps and the people are integrating, they are understanding, they are marrying. But at the higher level, why is there so much burning heat? It is that heat at the higher level, the opinion making of the leaders, the human touch to administration, it is lacking. Because the political leadership and their own belief and philosophy is narrower than the concept of the National Youth Service Corps. Our politicians who are seeking for their constituency would do anything to win in their constituency, notwithstanding what they are doing and its effect to the wider constituency or the wider human level. I think that saying that Youth Service Corps fails is an indictment of the nation's failure in the Nigerian Railway Corporation, in NITEL, in NEPA, in the civil service.
Let's make progress. Have you got a law establishing it? The aims?
Yes, my lord, it's a
You have it there? Sure, don't worry, I have it. We will look at it. But when I looked at it and what is happening, there are two different things now.
Yes, that is the law.
Well, look at it properly and then see if you can help us.
I will, my lord. It will be in my address. And we'll make sure that we go back to 1973, back to the future. General, do you know one Lieutenant Lamorde?
I heard of him.
He is claimed to have committed certain atrocities by murdering a child during the war.
Yes.
Was that let go?
Was that
allowed to lie down?
No, he committed this offense under the command of 3 Marine Commando, General Officer Commanding, then as he then was, Colonel Adekunle. And Adekunle took appropriate steps, and I believe he was sentenced to death by firing squad.
Thank you, General. There are challenges to the success of the 3 R's: reconciliation, rehabilitation, and reconstruction. Ultimately, you know, there was a decree to that effect.
Yes.
Even before that decree came into being, the federal military government started, the head of state confirmed and affirmed what was done against the law for humanity's sake, and when it started even before it became legal. Do you know that there were disturbances in the West for the reconstruction decree because of the costs imposed on people to ensure that Nigeria was one?
I recall it.
This is another important chapter.
Yes, my lord.
The 3 R's. I'd like to see what was contemplated, that is what is on paper and what is on the ground. All of you will be helpful to us if you make what was contemplated and what was actually achieved.
Yes, my lord. Oblige, my lord. 3 R's. May I tender our on the Nigerian Civil War as an exhibit, my lord.
Did that deal with the 3 R's? Or another subject?
No, I'm not leaving
another subject.
I am on that subject of the 3 R's, my lord. Kindly give the exhibit to
82. I thought we've had it before, haven't we?
No, my lord.
I won the Nigerian Civil War. All right.
No, my lord.
Doesn't matter if it's a duplication.
Could you look at page Roman 9?
Page?
Roman 9. Page Roman 9. It's highlighted somewhere.
In the forward?
Yes, my lord. Yes, sir.
Yeah, the print didn't pick it up. But I have the underlined statement.
Thank you. Would you like to read this, sir?
Yes, thank you. It says, and I quote, Chief Awolowo also disclosed that at the end of hostilities, he, as the Federal Commissioner for Finance, caused 900,000 naira in the form of rehabilitation fund to be sent to the East Central State monthly without the prior authorization of the Executive Council, which some months later was obliged to endorse his action retrospectively. He was certain that the Igbo member of the Federal Executive Council during the period would confirm this disclosure as being true. This is a forward by MCK Ajelochukwu, Nnewi, Nigeria, August 1981.
Thank you. Exhibit 82. It is a fact that all properties of all Nigerians abandoned during the Civil War were responsibly handled in the entire northern states and as a national policy.
Yes.
My Lord, I seek to tender this secret letter of 17th November to the Secretary of the Government of the Federation, 1967, from the Kaduna State Government. North Central State Government.
Exhibit 83.
Could you read it, sir?
Thank you. All of it?
Yes. It's all important.
Exhibit 83, secret document dated 17th November 67, addressed to the Secretary to the Federal Military Government Cabinet Office, Lagos, headed Houses Left Behind by Displaced Persons in the 6 northern states. You may be aware that there are a number of houses left behind by displaced persons throughout the 6 northern states as a result of the 1966 disturbances in the country. To protect and avoid illegal use of these houses, the then Northern Regional Military Government in November 1966 directed that 1. The houses should not be occupied by unauthorized persons. 2. Unless occupied by authorized persons the houses should be cleared of undesirable elements and sealed up until further notice. 3. Matter of mortgages, tenancy, and certificates of occupancy connected with the houses should be referred to the Ministry of Town and Country Planning to deal with. In implementing the above policy decision by the provisional authorities, a number of administrative problems have come to light. Some of these problems are as follows. 1. Some crooks collect nominal rent and use the money for themselves. 2. The houses cannot be brought to sanitary and health standard to avoid outbreak of epidemic disease due to lack of funds. 3. Loss of revenue by local authorities in the form of plot dues, water rates, conservancy fees, etc. 4. Some of the houses which are situated in the heart of the best sites of the big towns have deteriorated, thereby creating eyesore in the cities. 3. Considering these problems, the Interim Administrative Council recently agreed that the following temporary measures should be taken. A. The provisional administration should direct native and local authorities to make suitable arrangements for the following. 1. Letting the houses to the public. 2. Collecting rents. 3. Appointing a caretaker for each house. 4. Seeing that the houses are kept to sanitary and health standards. 5. Repairing, where possible, damaged houses with the rents collected where there is no tenant willing and able to effect repairs. The following expenses should be paid from the rent realized. 1. Maintenance of each house.
Where do we go from there?
My Lord, if
You've tendered it, address it on. Address
If I
us on
can be
it.
allowed,
Let's
my
make
Lord.
progress.
If
Where do we go from there?
he's
What else
almost
is it?
finished, my Lord. He has almost finished, my Lord.
May I continue?
Yes, if His Lordship allows.
Maintenance of each house, settlement of all plot dues and property rates where applicable, payment of conservancy fees, commission of 10% of the rent collected to be paid to each house caretaker. C. Any balance left over after paying all expenses outlined above should be put in deposit account in the native treasuries and returns submitted to the State Secretary of the military government concerned periodically pending a national decision on the matter. Native and local authorities may in due course receive certain percentage of the balance deposited to cover administrative expenses, but this percentage should only be fixed by the federal government when settling the whole issue at national level. Proposed tenants may be allowed with the consent of the native or local authority to repair a damaged house which cannot be repaired from the rents collected. Where a proposed tenant agreed to repair a damaged house of his own at his own expense, he should not pay rent for a given period based on the total expenditure incurred on repairs and the rent levied. But plot dues and conservancy fees during that period must be paid. If the owner of the property comes back before the expiration of the given period, the owner should be made to refund to the tenant whatever is the balance to that date. There should be a register for all the houses affected in each area so that all revenue collected and expenditure involved on each house is shown for inspection and record purposes. These proposals should also apply to all properties left behind by their owners. The Attorney General should look into these proposals to see if legal backing is required. It is believed that the problem created by the displaced persons are similar in all the major towns in the Federation. For this reason, the Interim Administrative Council's decision in paragraph 3 above should be regarded as a temporary measure pending a national decision by the federal government on the matter when the time comes. Signed, Abdullahi K. Muhammadu,
So,
Permanent Secretary.
thank you. So,
Copy to the Secretary to the Interim Administrative Council, Secretariat of the Interim Administrative Council, Kaduna, for your information. Signed.
so we are capable, you agree, of exemplifying transparency and propriety as a policy and as an execution. We have the capacity for transparency.
Yes.
So the issue of claim for 8.
You said you're asking 5 questions. You asked 15.
No. My Lord, I meant 25, but I will make 2 more. I'll ask 2 more. Sir, there is this issue of 8.5 billion trillion claim. Wouldn't you say it's a two-way affair, cancels out, and therefore unity demands that love and understanding is greater than those 8.5 trillion naira?
And we make progress.
My
It's
personal
not the one
view,
to award.
I don't
You are the
have
one
a
to award.
position in this respect.
You not address, tell us, don't award. Finish. Let's make
My Lord,
progress.
I wish to
His
tender-
views are irrelevant to what we'll do. Address us, don't award them anything. We will
My-
take it down.
Yes, my Lord, may I tender in God's hands by Air Vice Marshal Uche Ezechukwu. In God, yes, don't remove your finger from that page. Hmm? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Exhibit 84.
Was it Girgiza?
Is he born again too?
Yes, my lord. I'm sorry. Could you give a general? That
Page what?
there is double spacing. They are
Page
highlighted.
what?
Page 139.
One-
From the last line. Start reading, sir. Read, sir.
Yes, read. Thank you. I read.
Yes.
Page 139, last line. Kanis Umenwaliri was stationed at Uga Airport and was therefore not at hand to watch the departure from Uli of the Biafran chief executive from the enclave, allegedly in search of peace. The news of the end only got to him from stunned colleagues at Uli. And when he got the tragic news, he, like everybody else, experienced a combination of emotions. First, there was a deep sense of betrayal that if one had given one's best to the point of putting one's life on the line at most all the stages of the war, the powers that be should have had the decency to alert one that the end was near. Then there was an acute feeling of trepidation at what the future held, not just for him and his young family, but also for all those who had suddenly found themselves on the wrong side of the fence. The story from Uli was that suddenly the then Biafran head of state and the general of the People's Army, Emeka Odumegu Ojukwu, had driven into the Uli airport that night without any prior notice and had headed directly into the office of the now retired Group Captain Monde Ekpeazu, the Biafran Air Force commander of the airport. He was accompanied by his wife, Njideka, and the late Chief Michael Okpara, the former premier of Eastern Region, and Ojukwu's chief political advisor in Biafra. After a brief and terse exchange of greetings, His Excellency was said to have asked Ekpeazu how much money he had in his possession, not knowing for what purpose the question was being asked. The base commander had no alternative than to be as honest as possible to his commander-in-chief, who in any case had access to all facts of all major financial movements in the enclave.
Cool.
As the airports were the only sources of international interaction in Biafra, agencies who brought in arms and other facilities in Biafra did not have other locations of perfecting the paperwork for their transactions. All such operations took place at the airport at night. Hence, payments for all manners of things were effected through the base commander's office at Uli and Uga airports. Earlier that day, Ekpeazu had collected the sum of $1 million from the treasury for his payment operations. So when Ojukwu came calling, Ekpeazu told him that there was $1 million in his kitty and he was ordered to hand it over, which he did with a salute. Ojukwu took the money, informed Ekpeazu that he was traveling on a peace mission abroad, ordering him to put all the facilities and operations in readiness for that. The smart officer saluted and proceeded to attend to the bidding of his commander-in-chief. Meanwhile, the story filtered out, slowly around the base. It was until Ojukwu had departed with his key people that the news broke out and the stampede began. Hence, Kanis Omenwaliri's first thought was how to get out of harm's way. Layers of confusion characterized the activities at Uli and Uga as the news filtered in that His Excellency Ojukwu had his close advisors, Michael Okpara and Sisi Mojoku, had abandoned the sinking boat that was Biafra and fled. People were running helter-skelter in search of solutions that were inexistent.
That's it, sir. Should Colonel Ojukwu pay Ikemba? Should he pay that $1 million? back?
I don't know to who.
Should we be credited?
Well, he had sovereign powers in his sovereign state, and he exercised his sovereign prerogative.
Yes.
I don't know who should.
But you will you agree with me that leadership is one thing, but it's not one man's responsibility alone.
Yes.
It also requires advisors and followers.
Yes.
My Lord, I seek to tender drum of November 1969. It's my last question and my last reading, my Lord. You read that.
'85.
I read the highlighted third column.
You're going to read all this again?
It's just
We can read.
It's 10 lines, my Lord.
We have eyes. We can read. Read on.
As a lordship,
We wasted 35 minutes reading papers. Give him to read. Lawyers should be
My
helping
Lord,
us. Rather than
trying
making
to
it more
see that,
difficult.
what does he say? Sorry, I wanted to correct my Lord. You say, in brotherhood
Go on,
we
read
stand.
on. Read the whole thing. Let's see.
Thank
Read the
you,
whole.
The third column, highlighted portions.
Thank you.
And we're not bound by any views expressed by
Of
any
course
newspaper.
not, my Lord.
So why do you waste our time?
Ojukwu the magician did not do it alone, did not alone set the masses of men and women of the former Eastern region on the march that has brought them to the present pass. Indeed, it could justifiably be said that the region found it so easy to dig its own grave because of its possession of too many negative characters, of those who wanted revenge, of those who wanted to escape from the consequences of their past actions, of greedy speculators and cynical adventurers, of wealthy fools and of ambitious academics and intellectuals who, though they would have failed to successfully run cigarette kiosks, believed they could run a nation, with such negative characters urging him on from behind. Ojukwu, the magician, found it so easy to take 14 million intelligent people down the path of folly, vanity, and destruction. History, I'm sure, will be kind to him. After all, he did not do it because he was cleverer than his victims. He did it because his victims, primed with craze for revenge, escapism, greed, and foolishness, were so ready for destruction and only needed a command. Ojukwu's greatest crime today is that he gave the command.
General, you agree that Biafra had a self-destruct mechanism which helped a better Nigeria today. It had a self-destruct mechanism there for a better Nigeria that it didn't survive. It's better that Biafra did not survive
This will
and
be...
Nigeria survived?
Well, I'm committed to the survival of Nigeria. That I believe Nigeria can be made to survive. But those who are at the helm of affairs, as well as those perhaps who have brought us to relive what had happened 30 years ago, may not be wishing the survival of Nigeria. And therefore, we may disagree on the evaluation of what has transpired. But my own conviction is that I believe we should make our concerted human efforts of goodwill to make Nigeria survive.
I thank your Lordship for the opportunity to waste your time.
Yes. Cross-examination. I don't know whether it's examination in chief or cross-examination. What about Ikwere? River State, any questions? Make it short, please. Then after, let us finish. You be the last.
Very well. What do you call it? Ikwere something. No, that's not.
General Haruna.
Yes, my lord.
You recall that the Arewa Consultative Forum on sometime in June.
Let me just say why we are doing all this.
Yes, my lord.
We want to put the record straight.
Very well, my lord.
So that future Nigerians will know actually what happened.
Very well.
But now you lawyers have turned it into an adversary war.
We are not part of
it
that.
should not be. We want to put the record straight. So with that in view,
yes, my lord.
Any question that will help us put the record straight, yes.
Precisely, my lord. I'm personally concerned about how my own children will look at some of these records. So I think it's important we correct them through the forum of this commission. General, you recall that in June, the Arewa Consultative Forum filed a response to the Ohaneze and Igbos petition. That response is Exhibit 40. Is that right?
Yes.
You are a signatory to that exhibit?
No.
But you know of the content of Exhibit 40?
Yes.
Yes. I will take you through a few references there. At page 7, or rather starting from page 6, at page 6, show him Exhibit 40. At page 6 of Exhibit 40, under paragraph 4.1,
yes.
Arewa categorically contends that the economy of this country is being dominated by the different tribes. It says one tribe dominates trade, another dominates commerce, another banking, and yet another political. Will you be kind enough?
4.1?
Yes, 4.1. At page 6.
At page 6?
Yes. Paragraph 4.1 at page 6.
I don't think it states what you have now.
Let me read it to you, perhaps.
Yes.
Paragraph 4.1.
Yes.
It says, that is taking the second sentence, where one tribe dominates trade, another commerce and banking, and yet another political power. Can you find that in your exhibit?
No.
You have to be properly guided.
I have Exhibit 40, Response 4.1. It is difficult to show how claims of marginalization...
Show him that copy.
That's what he's reading. Go on. He's reading it now.
Okay. You have seen it now? Yes.
It is difficult to see.
Please let me...
4.1. Yes.
Yes.
I'm reading the same 4.1.
Bring.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Where one tribe dominates trade, another commerce and banking.
You have seen it now?
Yes, I have.
Good, good. Please, can you tell this commission in which of these sectors can you locate any domination by the minorities, specifically River State? In these sectors of dominance that we have talked about, which of them will you locate River State? This is the area River State dominated.
Well, if I have to find where river states are dominant, I would say they are dominant in the fishing in the creeks.
Good.
They are dominant in their own industry around their environment,
yes,
just as much as the Hausa man is dominant in making suya.
Yes.
It depends on the economic extent in which you find your environment.
Yes.
But one cannot say that there are no riversmen in the university who are professors or lecturers.
You are going beyond the question I asked you. I'm asking you by reference to what you wrote down here, or what the Arewa wrote down.
Yes, and
Now,
I'm answering you.
yes, let us concede that River State is dominant in the area of fishing, which we talked about.
Yes.
Just as the Hausas are dominant in the area of suya and cattle grazing.
Yes.
Now, can you show us, can you tell this commission that, will you admit with me that it is from the River State that, that we provide the natural resources that oils the economy of this country? Will you admit that before this commission?
The oil is discovered in a territory in which the River State politically has been created for political administration.
In other words,
the land territory of Nigeria belongs to the Nigerian people, in which there are rivers people, there are Igbos, there are Hausas.
Yes, you admit therefore that within this territory
of our nation state,
General,
the rivers
please,
people.
You are not setting question for yourself. I'm asking you a question.
This commission wants the truth.
Yes,
and
I'm asking
you the truth of my own feeling and my assessment.
It's not your feelings I want. We want to be specific. Within the geographical part of this country, called River State, is where the oil is derived and gas.
Not only in River State.
No. If you have any other area, you will tell me. Within the geographical...
That's oil in Akwibo. So he's telling you that it's not correct. And you know it's not correct. In Bini, Edo,
no,
there's oil there.
I will lead
River
you to
State,
that.
there's oil.
I will lead you to that.
Oil. So let's make progress.
Are you aware that within the geographical area of River State is the only part of Nigeria where gas is produced?
No.
Can you tell this commission which other part of this country you have gas?
I know that gas is produced in Nigeria.
No. Which other part of Nigeria is gas produced?
Other part of what?
Other part of Nigeria. Which other geographical part of Nigeria? Name just particular states where gas is produced for the economy of this country.
I believe there's gas in Bayelsa. I believe there is gas in Akwa Ibom. I believe there's gas in around Owerri. I believe there is gas in that general geographical area, not only River State.
Let me put it to you categorically now, because apart from being a soldier, you are also a lawyer. There is nowhere in this country, apart from River State, where gas is being produced for this country.
You are entitled to your knowledge. I'm speaking within my own knowledge.
Yes, your knowledge is not correct. That's what I'm trying to show. Your knowledge is not correct.
As far as I'm concerned, seismic tests and geographical tests have been carried out.
We are not talking about
tests. It is not only in River State that you find gas. There is gas in the Chad, which is not being exploited. There is gas in the Benue basins, which are not exploited.
We are talking of exploitation, current exploitation.
You did not say that. You were talking about the existence of gas in the large territory of Nigeria.
Current exploitation is what I'm telling you. Can you show, you tell Nigerians?
The gas in River State is not even exploited. It's being burnt and wasted.
Is that so? Even at that level, can you show this commission where else in this country is gas being burnt and wasted? Which other part of this country?
My Lord, I seek your protection. It's not my brief. It is not my brief to argue the existence.
What is the protection that you need?
Where are we heading to?
Yes.
This is not a commission.
I am not here to
gas.
answer gas locations in Nigeria.
You don't need any protection. Because I took you by...
You tell us, you know where there is gas in Nigeria. What has it got to do with Ohaneze petition which we responded?
Take it easy. Witness, take it easy. You are there as a witness, you're not a lawyer.
Yes.
So when you have to address a lawyer. But you also, we want to know the relevance of the question.
My Lord,
you read out here, where one tribe dominates another.
Yes.
Then from there you went to River State.
Precisely.
Is River State one tribe?
My Lord, there are
Is River State one tribe?
My Lord, I'm happy. My Lord, I'm happy that for once, my Lord is now interested in the relevance of questions. All the questions ever asked here, including the relevant ones, my Lord said they should be taken. This one is very relevant to us as Rivers people. We want to show the world that when you talk about domination of the economy, that the Hausas, the Yorubas, and the Igbos have dominated and left us out. Yet it's our resources.
Say so now, don't bother about gas.
And that's where I'm leading him. The gas is our own. The gas is our own. We enjoy the gracious monopoly of that natural resource, which the Yoruba, the Hausa, and the Igbos are sharing.
If you prepare their case.
My
well.
Lord, I have
Hold it.
Yes.
It's the point that if we don't prepare your case,
My Lord, I have prepared my
when
case.
one tribe dominates another, dominates trade, then ask him which tribe in Nigeria dominates trade.
My
Two,
Lord.
another commerce, which tribe dominates commerce?
My Lord.
Another banking, which tribe dominates banking? Another political power. Then we can get on.
My Lord, my strategy may not exactly fit into my Lord's own strategy. I know where I'm leading the witness to. General, at page 7, paragraph 4.3, you state in Exhibit 40 that political power is dominated by the North as a result of its numerical strength.
Page what?
Page 7, my Lord.
Yes.
And that it was a mere consensus by the North that, as it were, you considered to power shift to the South, to give the South a feeling of equality. That is to be found at page 7, paragraph 4.3 of Arewa's response. Is that correct?
Yes.
Good. I suppose the present democratic setup, for example, only, which has produced an Hausa vice president and a Yoruba president, is part of that concessional arrangement.
If you call it so.
No, I'm asking you a question.
You are asking me a question, and I'm replying.
You have to answer the commission.
Yes, I'll answer the commission.
Yes.
I want to be clear to the question before I answer it.
You're not clear about my question?
Yes.
The question is, you now state in your response that the North, which on your own admission has dominated political power, was gracious enough to Nigerians to work out a consensus.
Gracious enough, I cannot see it
That
in
is
this script.
that is the implication now. If you
I have not seen gracious enough in this
Listen to my
script.
question, please. You said the North, by a consensus, to give the South, as it were, the North is being benevolent to the South.
Yes.
To say, please, I will now shift power to you, so you
Yes.
will have a sense of equality.
Yes.
I am now asking you, that consensual arrangement
Yes.
has found expression in the present democratic dispensation, which for once saw a Southerner as a president. Is that correct?
No, it's not correct. Because there had been a Southerner who had been a president of this country.
No. I'm talking of an
And
elected...
there has been a Southerner who has been a vice president
Listen,
in this
I'm talking
country.
of a Southern,
So you are not correct.
A Southern elected president. Is that correct?
Correct.
By your consensual power shift, you allowed, as it were, kindly, that the South should produce an elected president. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Good. That consensus saw the emergence of an Hausa in the person of the vice president taking the vice presidency, and a Yoruba taking the presidency itself.
Yes.
And the Igbo taking the presidency of the Senate. Is that correct?
Yes.
Where in all of this scheme will you locate River State, for instance? Yes.
I believe that the deputy leader of the House is from River State.
No, I'm not talking of the deputy.
What?
I'm not talking of the deputy.
There are no two presidents. There are no two vice presidents. There are no two presidents of the Senate.
No.
Therefore, in the power quotation, equation, and distribution of power, there is a place in which you will find the rivers. Go along the line and see either in the distribution of offices.
General, I'm not talking about the deputy.
So you
I'm
are
talking
asking
of
me,
the
where do
substantive
you find rivers? I know that the deputy of the leader of the House is from rivers.
No, I'm not talking of the deputy. I'm talking of the substantive head of any of these organs and arms.
There are no two substantive heads in any official position.
Okay. Let me now put it to you this way.
Where is the deputy president of the Senate from?
The deputy president of the Senate. As part of the
House
domination,
of Reps.
as part of the domination by
House of Reps. Where is he from?
the deputy president of the Senate.
Speaker.
I
deputy
thought my
Speaker.
Lord asked of Senate, and I want to tell him it's an Hausa
all
man.
right. House of Reps. The
House of
deputy-
Reps.
Deputy Speaker.
For whatever purpose that is supposed to
Deputy
be.
Speaker. Where is he from?
The Hausa is the president. I mean, is the president, and then a Rivers man deputy. That's so, my Lord, I am asking you now, in your own consideration, only the position of the deputy is commensurate to Rivers State? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying that.
Thank you very much. I take you now to page 12. I mean page 23 of your response.
Yes.
Page 23. At page 23, under paragraph 12.2,
Yes.
2A particularly, you stated that throughout the period of the military rule, the northern military leaders ruled together with their southern deputies. General Haruna.
Yes.
In all, I can recall that the North has produced 6 such military leaders, starting from Yakubu Gowon,
Yes.
Murtala Mohammed,
Yes.
Muhammadu Buhari,
Yes.
Ibrahim Babangida,
Yes.
Sani Abacha,
Yes.
Abdul Salami Abubakar.
Yes.
Correct. Can you mention the Rivers man who was deputy to any of these 6 military leaders? Mention one Rivers man who is the deputy to any of these 6 leaders. Tell the commission. Since Rivers are they are deputies.
These military leaders did not have deputies.
Oh, are you saying that you are now denying what you wrote down in
I
your...
am not denying it. Strictly censor, they did not have deputies.
They don't have deputies.
They had officers appointed by their ranks to hold office.
No.
And Rivers officers were appointed to hold office within that government.
No. You are setting another question for yourself. I didn't give you that question. You can't set question for yourself.
Well, you know the Rivers. I am a soldier.
No,
I know them as
These,
soldiers. I do not know them as...
Hold it, witness. These are points you raised in your address.
I see.
Ask us to make sure that we take cognizance of all these structural or defects. It's not a question for cross-examination.
My Lord,
we know.
Unless I give indication of these facts, how would they be appropriate for my address? I need to list some facts on which I can anchor my address.
As a lawyer, you know there's certain thing called notorious facts.
Oh, so the
They
commission
don't need to be
the commission is
adduced in
aware
evidence.
that River State has suffered all of this.
Do you know what notorious fact is?
I know very well.
Then, when you address us, mention
It's all right.
this notorious fact, 1, 2, 3, 4
Yes.
from this state.
It's okay.
5, 6, 7, 8 from that state.
It will do no harm to
None
that.
from River State. Then
Yes. Now, my final question, please. You, as a soldier,